So a lot of people want to know, how did I get into credit repair? So I got into credit repair when I was in college. I was playing football at Westchester University, and I got injured, and I had to have surgery. And when you're injured on school property, any bills should be covered by the school. But turns out that didn't happen. A couple of the bills fell through the cracks and ended up on my personal credit. So I got an email alert from Credit Karma. I had a free credit account with Credit Karma, and it said there's a new collection on your credit report. And I was like, I don't know how this is possible because I've never not paid a bill. I just graduated college. I didn't have any outstanding debts besides student loans, and I was just about to start paying on them. So needless to say, I wasn't happy, but I figured, hey, I'll just contact the school. They'll get it taken care of. Should be a nice, quick process. But that was not anything close to the truth. Took me almost a year to get the medical collections off my credit report. I had to do all the work. I had to call the school. I had to call my dad's insurance. I had to call the school's insurance. I had to call the debt collector. And I had to call the hospital. And it was not fun at all. I had to do all the work. Nope, they didn't care. They were on my credit. There was nothing I could do about it. So during that time, like I said, I was not happy. So I was like, well, how is this legal? So I started researching, looking into all the consumer laws. I started listening to seminars from lawyers, from paralegals, from credit repair experts, talking about your consumer rights, the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act and the Fair Credit Reporting Act. And I just really wanted to know, how was it legal that they could show up on my credit report when I wasn't legally liable for the debt? So I literally listened to hundreds of hours of these seminars, and I called a lot of lawyers, talked to a lot of local attorneys, and I figured out two things. One, most lawyers don't know anything about the consumer protection laws. You have to find a lawyer who specializes in it. And so after talking to about 5 or 6 lawyers, one of them did know, but she was just like, yeah, there's really not much you can do at this point. You went to the hospital, you signed that you would take care of any bills. They forced me to sign so I could have surgery. And so I couldn't do anything about it, but I was still not happy at all. So finally, the bill got paid from the insurance company 10 months later. And so I was like, all right, great. Called up the debt collector. I was like, look, hospital got their money. You're going to get rid of this now. It's going to come off my credit, right? You're paid. And they said, nope. I was like, what do you mean, nope? She was like, the lady on the phone said, well, we're just going to list it as a paid collection on your credit report. Well, a paid collection, I didn't necessarily know it at the time. I just knew that wasn't acceptable. But a paid collection has the same negative effect as an unpaid collection on your credit report. It makes no difference. A lot of people think that there is, because if you're applying for a mortgage, they're going to say you have to take care of any unpaid debts for the most part. That's just for their underwriting process. It doesn't improve your score, and actually paying off some debts can decrease your credit score if you don't have it completely removed from the file. And sometimes they won't remove it from the file at all, and they don't have to by law, but they also by law don't have to keep it on your credit. That's just their choice, to damage your credit. So I hung up with the debt collector because it was pointless to talk to them. They weren't necessarily rude to me, but they weren't helpful, and they didn't care. They were like, well, it's your own problem. So I called up the guy I'd been talking to at the hospital, the director of the collections department, and basically I said, well, I was talking to my counsel, and they advised me that we would actually just have to sue you guys because you guys are the ones who gave the debt collectors permission to show up on my credit report. And so he said, okay, well, let me talk to my supervisor. And about 15 minutes later, I got an email saying my supervisor said we'll remove the collection from your credit report. It can take 30 to 60 days to get removed. And the next day it was completely off all 3 credit bureaus. Magic, huh? 30 to 60 days. Less than 24 hours it was gone. That's what happens when you threaten with lawsuits. So that's how I got into it. And then I started helping a lot of friends and family with the process. just kept building my experience, kept listening to more and more seminars. At the time, I had worked doing Medicaid and Medicare reviews and appeals, appealing the amounts to administrative law judges. So I sat on a computer all day and I could listen while I was working all day long, and it paid off. So I started doing it part-time for about a year and a half, helping friends and family, and tons of people started calling me. And then I was getting sick of my job working in corporate America, working for Medicaid and Medicare. And it was perfect timing because in that October before that, they started implementing all the Affordable Health Care Acts. So that initiated a ton of layoffs at my company. So there was 5 total layoffs. They did one every few months, layoff, layoff, layoff. It forced me to do credit repair full time, which was awesome because I enjoy doing it. I enjoy helping people. And it's very rewarding helping people get into cars, into apartments, get into homes. It's very, very rewarding. So that's how I got into credit repair.